Welcome back, Exile. In today's video I want to showcase a character that was created out of pure boredom and with a basic idea. That basic idea? I do remember some streamers saying that you wouldn't make a hybrid build with Impale and Bleed, only one or the other. I can't recall exactly who said that, but it kinda stuck with me. So I went on a mission to find a suitable skill and I turned my attention to Leap Slam of Groundbreaking. You see, I also really like this Gorilla MTX and the Fist of War effect that goes along well with it. It also has strong flat damage scaling and you can move around while dealing damage. Perfect. The Leap Slam looks powerful with that extra oomph from the added shrapnel, and I wanted to try and take the skill from level 12 all the way into endgame, using nothing else. This is my 5th or maybe 6th character this league, but only the second one to make the cut, which is why most of my characters never end up finished, because I tend to experiment quite a bit. This build is the result of a train of thought that turned into an experiment and then into something actually functional. I looked at the Impaler keystone, one I've never used before, and was like, wait a minute, this could be good on champion with Master of Metal. So I went into POB and started tinkering. I then made a character and just absolutely slammed my way through the campaign, then used garbage gear and a fooling to clear tier 16 maps. What makes this all noteworthy and work so well is this entire chain of interactions / synergies. Master of Metal grants flat physical damage per impale on the enemy. Leap Slam of Groundbreaking has a big flat damage multiplier. The Impaler keystone applies 5 additional impale stacks for a total of 6 on the first hit. Impale itself stores a set amount of damage and lasts for a number of hits or until its duration expires. Stacking those hits with Ruthless Blows and Fist of War slams gives us those fat Impale and Bleed stacks. And we still have to aggravate bleeding somehow for the purpose of full bleed damage, which means our subsequent hits and bleeds can roll higher and the Impale stacks will give us the occasional chunk as we continue attacking. Because I'm using Ryslatha's Coil and Volatility support on top of Ruthless and Fist of War, the damage variance is quite large and can be noticeable here and there, which is the reason why in some of the clips the enemies either melt immediately or after some time. Another advantage of these big hits when paired with Life Leech is that a single hit will fill my leech rate cap, allowing me to have maxed out leech as long as I'm not on full life and keep attacking. Because the opportunity presented itself with this build, I opted for blood magic instead of mana management. I can only use a single aura this way, namely Pride, but I don't actually need more. The character isn't a defensive powerhouse, in fact it's not very tanky at all, but thanks to wards, divine flash and a few other tricks up my sleeve, it wasn't difficult to reach level 97 so far. However, I must say that some rippy tier 17s or certain Maven invitations did mean the occasional death. That said, I enjoyed slamming around with this character and I'm glad it performed fairly well in my opinion. If you have any questions that aren't covered by the POB, feel free to leave a comment and I will try to help where I can. Anyway, that's it from me for today. I hope you enjoyed this video and if you did, you know what to do. Thanks for watching and I will see you next time. Cheers!